Okay, so we're going to look at this number one more time and look at one more way of rounding to the thousands place. And this is a different method. So I'm rounding to the thousands place. So as I've done every time, I've got to identify each place in the number. So ones, tens, hundreds, thousands. Ones, tens, hundreds, thousands. So I've got to identify my target number, which is the 2, because I'm rounding to the thousands place. So I know now what my target number is. Actually, I'm going to write this in the center. Okay, so I've got my target number here. Now, the next thing that I can do, I can look at the digit to the right. So this digit here, if this number is greater than 5, so this is the greater than symbol. So if this number next to the target number, if the number is greater than 5, then that means I round up. What that would mean is that this 2 is going to become a 3. Okay, so it would round up to the higher number at 3,000. But if this digit right here, if it is less than 5, then I would round down. So I would round down to the lower end of the spectrum, which would be 2,000. Okay, which would be 2,000. So we have to look at this number that is here. And as you can see, it is a 1. Now a 1 is less than 5. So that means I round down. So this 2 stays a 2, and all of the numbers after it turn into zeros. So I just want to show you one other thing. So let's suppose that I had 2,718. Now remember the rule. So we're rounding to the thousands. Okay, so we're rounding to the thousands place. So I identify my target number. Okay, so it's the 2, because the 2 is in the thousands place. Because again, we have ones, tens, hundreds, thousands. All right, so I have my target number. This is my target number because it is in the thousands place. Now remember, our rule is if the digit to the right, so that's this guy right here, this is the digit to the right. If it is greater than 5, I round up. If it is less than 5, I round down. So, since my 7 is greater than 5, I'm going to round up to the next biggest 1,000. And the next biggest 1,000 is 3,000. So this answer is 3,000. Okay, so a little bit of thinking that we have to do here. Okay, so then let's look at this number. Again, we're rounding to the nearest 1,000. Okay, But now look at my number, boys and girls. I have ones, tens, hundreds, thousands. Uh-oh, 10,000s. Oh boy, what am I going to do? Well, don't panic. You are going to identify the number in the thousands place, just like we just did. No worries. Then you're going to look at the number to the right. This 5 right here, I'm trying to find my little, this 5 right here, it is not going to change at all. It is unaffected. It is going to stay a 5 because we're only looking at the thousands place and below. So this 10,000s is going to stay the same for this problem. So now I have my 10,000s place all secured. Now I'm going to look at this 2. I'm looking at the digit to the right. This digit to the right is a 3. So then I think about my rules. If it is greater than 5, I round up. If it is less than 5, I round down. Well, 3 is less than 5. So the 2 is going to stay a 2, but all of these digits are going to become a 0. So that is how we handle it when we have problems like this. So we'll do one more. Okay, so here's the final problem for us to look at right now. My number is 99,575. So I want to identify my target number. Again, I know place value, ones, tens, hundreds, thousands. Oh, and I have the 10,000s. So I'm looking at this 9 in particular because it is in the thousands place. So I'm going to again look at the digit to the right. I'm reminding myself that this digit is a 5. And if my number is 5 or up, I'm going to round up. If it is less than 5, then I will be rounding down. So I'm going to be rounding a 9 up. Oh boy, how am I going to do that? So what I'm going to remember, and I'm just going to recall my number line. So I know that 99,565 is between 99,000 and I want you to think about this. What is on the greater end or the higher number that 99,565 is between? Well, if you thought to yourself 100,000, then you are correct. So, and we know that 99,500 is in the middle. So again, I'm trying to round to the thousands place. I'm rounding up. So, am I going to be closer to the 99 or the 100,000? Still thinking about the 10,000s place. If you answered 100,000, you are correct. So just a final example. If I have this number here, 3,265,486. I am rounding to the nearest thousands place. The first thing that I am going to do is identify my target number. So I'm just going to remind myself ones, tens, hundreds, thousands, 10,000s, 100,000s, millions. So I can identify my target number as the 5. Now, boys and girls, I can look at this number and I know that this 3, this 2, and this 6 are not going to change. I am only looking at this portion of the problem because I'm rounding to the thousands place. So my millions, 10,000, 100,000s, and 10,000s are not going to be changing. So, again, I'm going to look at the digit to the right. Since this digit is less than 5, I'm rounding down. Therefore, this 4 will become a 0, this 8 will become a 0, and the 6 will become a 0 as well. So, my 5 will remain, and the rest of the digits will be 0, 0, 0. And you can see 5,000. So I have rounded to the nearest thousands place. The millions place did not change. The 100,000s place did not change. And the 10,000s place did not change. But the thousands, instead of 5,486, now I have just 5,000. So 3,265,486 rounded to the nearest thousand is 3,265,000. And that is how I put everything that I have learned together.